Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with a new Royal Hogs Revolution. The rank 128 player in the world has adapted this deck to make pigs as powerful as possible. Since evolved barbarians are absolutely everywhere, slicing and dicing pigs, Fireball and Bomb Tower will clutch up and clean them up so your pigs can thrive without any worries. While your opponents will be in a severe state of fright because the evolved knight will be tanking for your pigs. The efficiency that this fast cycle deck gives allows you to outplay an abundance of matchups in the meta. It's time to run on a rampage with Royal Hogs and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. So we got a game against Senor Penguin, who finished 700 in the world. So I'm going to go for the knight in the back first play and just see what this guy's up to. It's nice to be able to cycle that knight early on so I can get to the evolution. You guys already know the deal. He's going to go for a musketeer in the back, so I want to fireball it. If we can fireball the muskie, maybe log it. We can figure something out here. I don't want it to touch my knight too often, so we're just going to log it as fast as we possibly can. Musketeer and Goblin Cage. Wait, what is this? Guys, usually I'm able to identify my opponent's decks, but this guy is a crazy man. So, I don't know. It's top 700 player with a deck that I can't identify. Maybe it's a balloon deck. Maybe it's a minor balloon deck. Yeah, I think it's going to be minor balloon. Fireball comes down and crushes the queen. That was smart of him, actually. Knocking it into the Goblin Cage Brawler so the Goblin Cage Brawler could actually finish it off. But there is one reservation. If you don't have Fireball in cycle, how are you going to finish off the pigs? Fireball and Snowball. Double knockback. Oh! Clash Royale, what are you doing right now? You really had to do me like that. Fireball Mega Knight? Is this a joke? He's also got Goblin Cage for Royal Hogs too. He hates the Hogs. I don't think I've ever seen someone on ladder hate Hogs as much as this guy. That's insane. How do we match into him? Oh, I love how the clan is old times. Just like the old times where we get hard countered every time. Oh, geez. That used to happen all the time whenever I played competitively. And when I started to play casually and more fun, just Clash Royale every day, creating content, I don't get hard countered to this extent that often. Wow. Anyway, we're going to go for Royal Hogs. He's going to fireball it most likely. If he goes in for a musketeer, we might be able to fireball on the Goblin Cage and also the musketeer at the same time. Knocking them away is huge. The Archer Queen's going to stay alive. We're going to be able to force out a snowball. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why do you have Night Witch? 1,000,000% a graveyard deck. It's got to be a graveyard deck. I was going to say Golem because I saw the Night Witch, but then I remembered he's going to have Mega Knight, so I'm just so confused. Oh, man. Yeah, it's got to be a graveyard Mega Knight deck. That's the only thing that makes sense. But that Evolved Knight is putting in work. Showing up the Mega Knight. Showing the Mega Knight how it's done. Seriously, that was 3 elixir, and it shredded almost his entire tower. And that's after the nerf that the Evolved Knight got. And it's still broken. Evolved Knight got a nerf when it was 80% damage reduction down to 60% damage reduction, and it's still a ton of fun. So we can go in for a Bomb Tower here, and then I think we can go through with the Knight afterward. So I just want to make sure the Mega Knight doesn't jump. And I was right on the money. I knew he was going to be running Mega Knight Graveyard. So I think he's going to, yeah, he's going to go and drop spells. Let's go in for an Ice Spirit here in conjunction with the Goblins. That should be more than enough to clean everything else up. Obviously, I want to go and split up our piggies, so then it's going to be harder for him to justify going in for a Fireball or even a Mega Knight. I bet you he's going to steal Mega Knight on the one pig. Yeah, he did it. That's awesome. I'm so happy I got that out of him. Wait, can I get the Archer Queen ability and then go for the Knight off to the side? Notice how the Archer Queen still isn't getting targeted. That's huge value for me. Then we can Fireball plus Log to kill the Musketeer. And then one more Fireball and we win the game. So I'm just going to cycle vigorously back to it and we walk with a dub. So super easy stuff. Even in the face of a Mega Knight player that is a top 700 player with Goblin Cage, Fireball, and Snowball, he still wasn't able to stop us. Piggies ran wild and we ran away with the win. After piling on some more medals, we're at 3,600 in the world. Yo, this guy finished 870 in the world. Let's go. Another top tier challenger approaches. I'm going to go for a Knight in the back first play and just see what's cooking. If we can go for an Archer Queen, that's always ideal, so then I can cycle more Evolved Knights. It just allows our card cycle to be considerably quicker, having the 3-card cycle since we can't cycle more than one Archer Queen on the board, so it allows us to get back to more and more Knights. Guy's going to go in for the Skeleton King, and he's also going to end up having a Night Witch. This looks like a tried and true Golem deck. If that's going to be the case, I want to go Goblins on the other side so then we can force out the Barbaril. Maybe we can keep the Queen alive a little bit longer. Also, if you guys didn't know, the Skeleton King does not one-shot Ice Spirits. So, if you know that, you can obviously go and keep your Archer Queen alive a little bit longer. And make sure that you drop an Ice Spirit, make your opponent waste some elixir, and feel good about yourself. Also, let's go. I think he's going to have a horrible time defending this. Oh, I thought he would have Lightning. Dang it. Wait, still really good. We force out a Rage and a Fireball, 6 elixir, that sits on his side of the map and gives him 0 counter pressure. That's always nice to do. If your opponent can't really get anything out of the units that they're dropping on defense, well, it's just dead in the water, and you just replenish your elixir, and they replenish their elixir, but you're going to be up a ton of damage. All right, we're going to Fireball on this. I think it's well worth it just to knock back the Night Witch a little bit. Maybe just hit it up and then go for an Ice Spirit afterward, depending on what happens. I hope the Night Witch bats aren't going to be too cumbersome for me. Let's go in for a Knight in the back, and then he doesn't get any damage. That's a vibe. He hasn't found a single opportunity to go for Elixir Golem. Okay, I was going to say Elixir Golem or Golem. There's the Elixir Golem. He answered my question before I asked it. You know, I shouldn't have even admitted to you guys that I thought it was a Golem deck. Maybe I said that at the start, but yeah, right as I said Elixir Golem, he did it on cue. I would have been the smartest person ever to identify the deck and be like, no, I know he's going to do it. Anyway, we're going to go for Royal Hogs on the right. I think we can go for an Ice Spirit here as well if we want to stop the Inferno Dragon. Want to just not give him too much Fireball value, so that's why I decided to drop my Royal Hogs on that side. I'm going to click the Archqueen ability, melt the Inferno Dragon, and then see what else we can do. Looking really, really good for us. Even if he goes in for Barbarians, probably I'm going to be better off dropping the Bomb Tower here just for safety. But at the same time, logging should fulfill our mission. He's going to have Barbarians and he's going to have Fireball, so not having Barbarians in cycle means that he has to Fireball the Hogs every time, but I don't think he's back to it. I think his card cycle is considerably slower than us. We Fireball in the Bats, and then we're able to log on the Night Witch. Fireball plus log does kill the Witch, and then we can go in for, like, he has Goblins here, so the Inferno Dragon locks onto that. We're going to go Arrows. That's pretty smart on his end. We need to go in for an Evolved Knight, and then, ooh, this is not looking great. This is actually looking slightly scary for me. Can we clean it all up with a Fireball? Can we blast him to bits? Is this Fireball hot enough to handle for him? Yeah, you can't handle the sauce. The Fireball was too spicy. We can go in for Royal Hogs after, and then he's going to Fireball on it, and then we can cycle 2 Fireballs and a log and win the game. Unless the piggies do enough damage to the point that I just Fireball once. That would be awesome. That would be superb. Let's go! All we have to do is hold the door, and you guys already know that we don't need any more time. We're just going to go for a Bomb Tower and Ice Spirit, and we're hard chilling on defense. Even against a top ladder player with Elixir Golem, this deck is rock solid. And it's cool seeing a good player at the end saying GG and well played to us. I appreciate the good manners despite him running a dirty deck. And we've miraculously achieved the luckiest rank in the game with a ton of 2s. Another top challenger approaches. This guy was finishing 782 in the world. Let's go for a Knight in the back and see what he's cooking. You guys know the deal. Knight Evolution, always a solid strat at the start. We see a Lumberjack, so I'm thinking Lumberjack Balloon Freeze, or maybe it's something different. Could be a Golem deck. Could be something spicy with Ram Rider. Okay, definitely not Lumberjack Balloon Freeze because we see a Bomber. I think it's going to be likely a Golem deck now. Maybe it's going to be Elite Barbarians. Maybe it's going to be Evo Barbarians. Oh, yep. After we see the Elixir Collector, we know it's going to be something like that. Oh, it's going to have the Evo Knight version. You know, I personally do like the Evo Knight one after playing it. It just didn't make sense to me until I learned that it was just broken because the card is so strong. The synergy shouldn't be possible, but it works so well. Okay, so since he doesn't have Dark Prince in his deck, since he's using the Evo Knight instead, we know that we can just Gallivant through with our piggies and prioritize getting damage that way. Also, if we set up the Bomb Tower to go and pull the Golem, we can also finish off the Lumberjack with an Ice Spirit plus the Bomb Tower, or maybe do something else. I just want the Lumberjack to get targeted first. I have simple needs. Kill the Lumberjack early. Nice, that's great. So we can go for Archer Queen off to the side to melt the rest of the Skeleton Dragons, and then we can go in for a Knight. I don't even want to click the Skeleton Dragons damage down like immediately. Like I just wanted to prioritize making sure the Bomb Tower was going to stay alive a little bit longer. So I justified going in for the Knight before clicking the Archer Queen ability, just because if I lost the Bomb Tower faster, then I would take more damage from the Golem. So we've got dueling pressure potentially. I think that's better than going all in with Royal Hogs because it's easier for him to defend, whether he's dropping the Evo Knight, whether he's going to be dropping like, I don't know, a Lumberjack plus Barbril. It's way harder for him to defend simultaneously because his cards aren't necessarily that good on defense. So that's one thing that I know after playing his deck a lot. It's one of my main decks in Clash Royale. So since I've played it, I know what my opponents don't like happening because I hate when that happens to me. So I'm going to go in for an Ice Spirit, and then I can go in for an Evolved Knight at the river. And this is also really troll. If you go Evolved Knight at the river, and then the opponent's forced to respond, and they're like, dude, come on, just stop it right now. I just want to set up a Golem push. It's not necessarily a vibe for him at all. Okay, so he's going to go in for his Golem. We're going to go for a log here. I think that it's in my best interest to just set up the Bomb Tower a bit earlier, and then see if we can cook a little bit. Maybe go in for a Fireball on the Electro Dragon or something along those lines. We could set up multiple Golem counters just right now with 2 Fireballs. If we can cycle the Archer Queen, we can cycle 2 Fireballs. So this is going to be one of my favorite strategies, just clicking the Archer Queen ability and then Fireballing twice. Most people don't do this, but it's a very underrated strategy. Notice how I'm already back to a Fireball right now if I need it to be, and if he spams a ton of stuff at the river, we're just going to Fireball on it, and then it's easy. You get a 3-card cycle with the Archer Queen, and it abuses the fact that champions are still some of the strongest cards in Clash Royale and really did deserve a nerf. You guys might think that evolutions are broken. Well, Archer Queen is still broken too. We're gonna go for a log here. I know that the piggies are inevitably gonna finish off the game. The guy's just prolonging it as long as possible, dropping an elixir collector, going for the tornado, and he's like, please, bomber, take the tower. But no matter his might with the knight and bomber, his push got completely clapped, while the piggies pigged out and ate his princess tower alive. Wait, after reaching 2,222 as a rank, now we've got it as medals. This has got to be the most blessed medal and trophy count that I've ever had in Clash. Back-to-back 2s equals immaculate W's. Yo, this guy's got the evolved knight banner. Let's get it. You guys know the deal. Whenever I see that card, I get hyped up because I want to spam my own evolved knights. I'm gonna go for goblins at the start. Really easy king tower activation for him if he's gonna have tornado, but I don't think he's gonna have it. My man's giving me an incessant amount of kisses. I'm getting smooched to death by this dude. We're gonna give him some love as well with the princess kiss, and then maybe we can go in for Royal Hogs in the right. I hope he's running a Sparky deck because we can go and blast it with the Archer Queen and Ice Bear plus log. That would be awesome. He's gonna have mortar. Oh, all right. Well, this is a great fireball value. We're knocking the musketeer off to the side. Wonder if I got to go Ice Bear. Yeah, I'm going to go Ice Bear on top of the Mega Man. It's a +2 elixir trade. I can't pass that up. Currently up 1,400 damage on the right. And we have figured out that the guy's got an evolved mortar deck, 99% likelihood. I mean, there's a chance it's something else, but... Oh, wait, did you guys see that? Look at that play. He took the tower targeting from the right-hand side so the musketeer could lock onto my tower since both towers were targeting the miner instead of the musketeer. That was so smart. Genuinely well played. He completely finessed me there. I was lackadaisically just looking at the situation and expecting nothing. I was like, easy. And then he ended up hitting us with the hardest outplay I've seen in a minute. Anyway, we're going to go for the Archer Queen here. He's always dropping the mortar in a weird particular spot. I don't know. Poison plus log kills the Archer Queen, so I'm not going to go click the ability. If you didn't know, Poison plus Barbarrel does not kill an Archer Queen, and Fireball plus Log does not kill an Archer Queen. The only combination of cheap elixir investments is Poison plus Log, and it barely finishes off the Queen. That's something that you guys need to put in the back of your brain, so then you know, hey, I go in for my Archer Queen ability if it's going to be anything but Poison plus Log.
You have no power here.
So we're going to do this. We're going to go and cycle our Knight in the back and then drop our Archer Queen up higher. And hopefully she can achieve higher value for us then too. You know, the placement of the card dictates how much value you get. That's what I always say. It's not really accurate, but I'm hoping that our bridge spam tactics can pay off. I'm going to click the Archer Queen ability right now. There's a high chance he goes in for a log, but it's still okay. Yo, the Knight still got a hit. Even after the nerf, he still gets that last hit every time to troll the opponent. Okay, so mortar is going to be interesting. Let's go in for an Ice Spirit here. Make sure that the mortar just misses and see what else we want to do. What can we do here? Do we go in for a Knight in the back? Do we go for goblins off to the side? Do we go Archer Queen? There's so many different strategies for us. Really appealing Fireball, and of course we're going to snag it if you're going to give me that amount of value, man. Thank you. We're going to go log on the Musketeer. He's going to poison. Let's go goblins up top. I hate how the goblins get one-tapped by the Knight. It just doesn't feel right. Oh my goodness. All right. We've got 2 Knights on the field. I didn't even realize that. Bro, we got double prestigious Sirs. Can we get a third one? I want 3. I really want 3 Knights right now. We want Knights out offense. The 3 Knight-to-Tears. Let's go. I literally just did it to troll. I don't think it's smart to do that because we're going directly into a Mega Minion. No, scratch that. Double Mega Minion. But if this Knight locks onto the tower, that would be so derpy. No way. We just forced out a miner on defense. Our 3 Elixir Knight just forced out everything. Oh, that's so funny. I'm going to Fireball so we can keep the Queen alive a little bit longer and disrupt the... yeah, we did disrupt the animation of the Mega Minion too. That was kind of fun. All right. We can go for a log and then go in for a Knight other side. And the reason why I'm doing that is just because I want to be able to minimize the amount of damage that the mortar gets. And then we can get that Ice Spirit to jump on top of the Musketeer. And then we can go Royal Hogs afterward. It seems like he doesn't have excessive splash damage in his deck. So every time that we go for Royal Hogs, they're almost guaranteed value if he doesn't drop a mortar. So I'm going to Fireball and blast back his Knight. And then we win the game because we're going to be rolling through with the log. And there's nothing he can do to stop us. He doesn't have that monk to go and blast back our spells. So we walk with a dominant dub. So our spells were always a guaranteed victory. It's always fun triumphing over the talented players that outplay me at the start of the match. Yo, Geo finished 225 in the world. Every time we match into a match, we play into someone good. It's just how Clash Royale happens to be right now. Every player that we play against is a talented Sir. So we're going to go in for a Royal Hogs Ice Spear on the right-hand side, try to get some glorious damage. The bowler's out of cycle, so this is an astounding opportunity for us to go and spam him. Even if he activates King Tower, I think it's a reasonable opportunity for us to do that. I'm going to go and click the Archer Queen ability, and then we're going to time our log so we can mess up the bowler. Nice! I love doing that, because the bowler's about to attack, and we disrupted its animation with the log, so then the Archer Queen stayed alive a little bit longer and forced out more elixir with the Inferno Dragon. And now I don't have to respond to the Inferno Dragon. If he goes in for a freeze, I will Fireball. I was just hovering it in case he wanted to. Now he's probably having like buyer's regret because he could have went in for the freeze and maybe got like 500 damage and then forced out a 4-for-4 trade. Anyway, he's not going to be able to go in for a bowler because he just dropped his Electro Dragon, so really nice for us. I wonder if he goes Balloon. If he goes Balloon with the Lumberjack, then it would be a more cohesive counter push for him. I think he should. I wonder if he will, but I really do think he should have. We can also activate King Tower with this Ice Spirit, so that's going to be a good play. Going for the Bomb Tower immediately. Oh, I actually misclicked the Ice Spirit. That was really bad. Oh, it worked! What? I misclicked it, but it worked! I was hovering it, and I dropped it too fast. And then it still activated King Tower. I think I trolled my opponent. I'm big brain like that, guys. I'm so smart that I can't even realize my own plays. It was actually ridiculously stupid and lucky, but no one has to know that. So we're going for our Royal Hogs here. And I'm looking at the game, and I'm truly in a gifted position. Activating King Tower, stopping the Balloon freeze with the Fireball, and fortunately being able to go in for an Archer Queen in the back, even though he's going to end up having Balloon, because I feel really comfortable defending with a Bomb Tower and a Fireball. Also, since we don't have Earthquake, we can rely on that Fireball to finish off the aggressive Balloons, right? Which is extremely nice. So we can go in for our Goblins again on defense, then go for a Fireball if we want, or just go for Royal Hogs. I think Royal Hogs are going to be slightly better just to prioritize keeping the Queen alive. She is precious to us after all, you know? Okay, wait. If we go in for a Fireball and we melt both the dragons, he has to go for another dragon. We are dragging on this defense for a while for him. That sucks because he's spending so much elixir and none of them are really going to do anything. They're not amounting to anything. Wait, we can go for an Evolved Knight on the other side and then go Royal Hogs because he just pre-planted his bowler. This is pretty memey too. I don't know if he's able to stop that. Is he going to lose a full health tower? I think he legitimately might lose a full health tower here. Wait, that's awesome. I'm going to go for a Fireball here as well. I'm going to go for the Archer Queen afterward. And I want to see if I can take an entire tower just for the memes. It's not even for anything else at this point. We're going to go for our Bomb Tower afterward. Then we're going to get an Ice Spirit down. I don't think the bowler is going to do so well into that. Especially the Ice Spirit is just stopping all the stuff. And notice the Bomb Tower placement. All 3 towers are going and targeting the Balloon. So that's obviously super stellar for us. I want to go in for an Archer Queen as well. I'm not going to drop it in a spot that he can Tornado. So that's why I'm dropping it in like here. If I dropped it in the middle, he could have Tornadoed it to the other side, which has happened way too often for me. We cycle an Electro Dragon. All right, let's go Goblins. Let's go Archer Queen ability when I get the chance. And then, okay, I guess I wasn't able to go for Archer Queen ability. Never mind. I feel like a bit of a failure. It's all good. It happens. Let's go in for a Knight when we get the chance on the left-hand side just to force out some extra elixir. And I'm going to Fireball with the Pigs, and I think I win the game. Wait, I should have just went for Pigs and Fireball earlier. Sometimes I prolong games against good players because I respect them so much. Winning that game felt pretty good, but that stupendously stupid play paying off at the start is one of the best plays that I've had all month. I'm never going to forget that Ice Spirit that contributed to freezing the winner screen in our favor. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.